Hi everyone, I am Nikki from Nikki Elmer Hypnotherapy, and today I want to talk to you about uncertainty, because we're all facing levels of uncertainty that we've never encountered before. For us here in the UK, or in England specifically, we are now facing another national lockdown to start on Thursday, and so that's causing quite a lot of stress, anxiety to many people. I know a lot of people in England have been under lockdown measures for a while, and I know other parts of the UK you've also been under some strict measures. So how do we deal with it? How do we get through this? How do we keep our mental health strong? We all know, we've all read the reports that the levels of anxiety and depression are rising dramatically in this country. So don't sit around hoping that it doesn't happen to you. You can be proactive. There's many things that you can do, you can take control of, to make sure that you're mentally strong. And today I'm going to talk about a few of those different measures. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is being able to relax, because I don't know about you, we are absolutely inundated with doom and gloom. I try never to read the news, because it's just depending on where you read is dependent on how serious it is, and everywhere has a different story, and the world's coming to an end, and it's just not true. Okay, we're going through a really difficult time and this is not great, and you know, who knows where it's going to go, but the overriding factor is we will recover. Life will get better. It might look a bit different from what it has before, but it will get better, and we have to keep bearing that in mind. So if you watch the news or you're on social media, all the arguments and the bitterness, and it's just horrible. So it's really important that we take some time out every day just to switch off from all of that pressure and doom and gloom and the worries, and you know, about paying your bills and all the things that we're all really panicking about at the minute. So some form of relaxation every day is really important. Now obviously, as a hypnotherapist, I'm going to tell you that hypnosis is a really great way to do it, and it is. And if you want to watch some of the videos on my YouTube channel, you'll find plenty there to help you to relax, to switch off and to chill out. And as much as it pains me to say it, there are other methods of relaxing. Anything that involves being able to switch your mind off. So things like anything you can get engrossed in, so playing a musical instrument, or doing a craft or a hobby, having a bath and reading a book, watching a movie. I tend to like watching, when I'm really stressed and need to switch off, I like to read or watch a movie that's quite just light-hearted, you know, something that's a bit funny, that takes your mind off it. But on the positive side, when we laugh, for instance, when we're watching a comedy, our body is flooded with all the feel-good hormones that make us feel really happy. So, and also that also eases stress and anxiety and pain. So it's definitely worth doing. But the key thing is, it's doing it every day. So there's no point doing some form of relaxation once and never doing it again. It's not going to help you. You'll feel good for that moment, but it's not going to keep you well forever. It's making that time every day to do something for you. We live in this weird world where we wear busyness like a badge of honour. It's almost like a status symbol. Oh, I'm so busy. You hear it every day, isn't it? This is why I think a lot of people struggle during lockdown, because you go busy, 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 and then quiet, and it's like, oh, what do I do? I know obviously lots of people were busy during lockdown, but a great many people were really struggling because you don't know what to do. You don't know how to switch off or relax, or just take some time off. So just find something for you. Now, I'm not saying, I'm not going to be one of those people that says take up a new hobby, learn a new skill, but just do what you find fun every day. So whether it be half an hour in the bath with the door locked and the children can't come in, or reading a book, or, do you know, one of the things that I really love to do to relax is have the fire on and sit with my book in front of the fire. It's really lovely in those cold winter nights. So any form of relaxation. Yoga's really good for relaxation, and exercise, so it's a good one to do. So take some time every day, even schedule it in to make sure that you're definitely doing it. Otherwise, sometimes life gets in the way. You know, the kids need fed, or, you know, you've got to work on your business, or, you know, there's always something that gets in the way of me time. So it's really important, and that will help you through this process. Now, the second thing that you can do, and it's something that I do every single day without fail, even in the middle of winter, and if you've been one of my clients, or you're in some of my groups, you will know this because I bang on about it all the time. But going outside every morning is so good for you. So I'm not an expert, and I'm not going to claim to be when it comes to neuroscience, but there's this theory that every morning, if you get up and you go outside and you get some sunlight in your eyes, it resets your body's circadian rhythm. So the circadian rhythm governs things like your metabolism and your sleep and a huge amount of different things. So being able to reset it every morning is really important. Now, if you go back to our cavemen days, or early descendants if you want to be a bit more truthful, that's what they did. They got up every morning when it was light and they went to bed when it's dark. And human beings have moved away from that when we created artificial light that meant we could stay up later. So getting back to nature as much as possible is really good. So getting outside every morning, getting that sunlight in your eyes is going to restart your whole circadian rhythm. But the other factor, especially during lockdown, is, and I don't know about you guys, but the last time lockdown happened, when it first happened, everybody was out. You'd see them out on their bikes and walking, and just, it was really nice to see the streets around my house were busier during lockdown, were people walking and cycling than I'd ever seen it. But it didn't last, did it? We all got fed up with it. And then you get to the point where you're spending days in your house not leaving. And it's really important for us to get not only that natural light, but the vitamin D that we get from the sun. And being able to breathe clean, fresh air is always going to give you a boost. So my routine is I go outside in the morning. When it's summer, I will go outside and I'll have my breakfast, and I'll spend quite a bit of time outside, sometimes half an hour. I might do some stretches, some breathing exercises. Other mornings I just sit and read my book. But just being outside is really key. Not so much in the winter. I mean, if it's a mild day, I'll take out, a warm drink and sit outside. But generally when it's really cold, I'll go stamping around my garden. There's a lot of different theory on how long you should be outside for. Anything between 2 minutes and 20 minutes is perfectly fine, to be honest. So if you can, I always aim for 10 minutes because I think I get the most benefit from that. But anything in the middle of that will help. Now, if you're someone who is physically unable to get outside, I don't know if you're disabled or you're just not able to get outside, then you don't need to miss out. Just sit and have your breakfast near the window or the light shining in, and you will get some effect from doing that as well. So resetting your body's natural circadian rhythm is going to really help, and especially if you're furloughed or you're not going to work, because the temptation is to stay up late and go get up late, and this really messes up your body clock. So getting outside in the morning, the closest you can get to sunrise the better, but I don't know about you guys, but I'm not getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning to stand outside. So really, just when you get up, just go outside, just get that light in your eyes and just breathe, really. Something we always forget to do. I'm really bad for it as well. So deep breathing. So being able to push your tummy out when you breathe in and breathing out slowly is going to really help. So combining that with the exercise of walking around your garden, some deep breathing, getting the light in, maybe some stretches, is going to make you feel really great. And it's a really great routine to get into every day. So they're the two main tips that I always tell people. But there's multiple things you should do. So, or you could do, sorry, I hate that word should. Multiple things you could do every day to help you. So just things like keeping yourself occupied, finding things to do, spending time together as a family. Now, that's really important because as human beings, we have a basic need to feel like we're part of a community and to be able to connect with others. And obviously that goes out the window a little bit when we're in lockdown or during these times when things are a bit stricter. So spending time with your family. Now, I know when we're all locked up together, we're all around, but how often do you look up and see everybody's on their phone or everybody's on their tablets or watching telly and people are really switched off and not really connecting? So things like just getting out an old board game or playing cards or just sitting chatting together is going to give you that human connection. Now the other thing is the dreaded Zoom. I know a lot of us were really fed up with Zoom during last lockdown, but it's really important to stay in touch with the people that you care about, your friends, your family. So organise those, you know, those Zoom chats and those quizzes that everybody was doing the last time. You will find it will make a big difference. Really quickly it can become easy to be isolated, and that's when you really are going to suffer with your mental health. I think you only have to speak to people who live alone and were alone during those few months to realise just how much of a negative impact lockdown had on them. So, you know, making time to, even if you don't want to Zoom, phoning someone. We live in a digital age where people just text each other, and it's not the same thing. You know, human contact, whether it be over the phone or Zoom or face to face, is really important. So take that time to phone your friends and family and just have a chat and, you know, check up on each other, make sure we're all right, support each other. So things like, I know there's an awful lot of things happening on Zoom during lockdown. I'm assuming it's going to be the same this time. So doing things like, I know of a lady who, she won't mind me telling you this, who sings in a choir. So they all get together on Zoom so they can continue singing. Singing's really good for your mental health, and a variety of different reasons, because it stimulates your vagus nerve, which stimulates the part of you that helps you to rest and relax and takes you out of that fight or flight mode. But also when you sing together as a group, you feel like you're part of that community. So again, you're getting that basic human need to be part of something. I mean, the other thing you can do is volunteer, because there's loads of, you know, people, there's loads of community transport places, community groups that are helping out to feed people who are, you know, who are unable to leave the house, or to offer support. Again, that's going to help you, because actually by helping others, it gives you a feeling of just a purpose, and it helps you to feel good about yourself, which is going to help keep your mental health strong, but also it helps keep you occupied and doing something, and but most importantly is beneficial to others. So they're my main tips for getting through this. But, you know, feel free to message me, comment below, ask questions. You know, I'm happy to answer anything. Most importantly, just realise that, you know, the only certainty in life is that life is uncertain. Take this moment as a gift. How often do we get to spend this much time with our family? I don't know about you, but I have a husband who works away all the time, and I've never seen him so much as I've seen him this year. And although that means that we don't earn anywhere near the money we were earning last year, you know, it's a blessing to be able to spend time with my family, even when they're driving me mad. It's nice to have them around, isn't it? So look for the blessings, look for the good. Spend some time considering, you know, how good it is. Uncertainty will always be there. It's slightly higher now, but we'll always have to live with uncertainty. And finding ways of dealing with that is key. So letting go of control, realising that you can't control everything in life, and realising that, you know, uncertainty doesn't have to be something dreaded or wrong. Uncertainty can be a gift. You know, if you think about it, how often do you want to know what your Christmas presents are? We enjoy that uncertainty. So reframe how you're thinking about it, and you'll find that you'll feel a lot better. As I said, any questions, any worries, or, you know, you just want to drop a comment below, feel free to. I'm happy to answer anything at all. And just know that we will get through this. Even when things feel a bit much, there will be a light at the end of the tunnel. Thank you for watching.